Good evening. I hope you're doing well. I just thought I'd quickly hop on here to share how God has been working and speaking to me through the little children that I've worked with. In this particular story, I am in an infant classroom. On this day, I finish class and I go into the room and it's still morning, so I say good morning as I get in. I do the regular tasks. I make sure that everything's all set. And then I hear a kid fussing as I'm, just settling in, getting, a feel of the room. And I go to her and I sit down on the floor and I pick her up and, try to ascertain the cause of her fussing. There's this other girl, though, we'll call her Naomi. I don't know how old she is at this point, but I know that in the beginning, when I first came into the room, she was just starting to sit. She'd sit and then topple over backwards and, fuss and cry that, she can't get back up. But she's now able to crawl and she's pulling up, standing all day basically. On this day, though, she was sitting a little distance away. And then as I'm sitting on the floor with this other girl, I look over and I notice that she sees me. And as soon as she sees me, she gets this huge smile on her face. She's sitting, but then she sees me, gets this huge smile on her face, gets on her hands and knees and starts crawling over to me. It was so beautiful. It was so precious. The other teachers just looked at her. We looked at her all smiling. And so she makes her way over. She's crawling. She's determined. She looks up and then she continues crawling, looks up, continues crawling, make sure that I'm still, there in the same place. And she gets to a point where she's near one of the little tables that the children eat at, and there's a chair. Because, she's at a point where she's enjoying standing and pulling up, I noticed the distraction. And I said out loud, "Oh, Naomi, are you going to get distracted by the chair? Are you going to come and, say hi?" And so I promise you, I'm pretty sure she understood me because she paused, looked a little bit at the chair because she was holding it at this point, like a little bit, looked at the chair and then looked at the floor and then continued crawling and coming to me. And then I said, "Okay," so to the other kid, "Okay, I'm going to put you down because I want to say hi because you crawled all the way over here." And so I put the other kid down and I picked Naomi up and, just sat her in my lap. The object lesson that I got from this, that even though there are a lot of things going around in the world, even though there are a lot of things going around in my life, even though there are a lot of things going on with me, that I should be like Naomi. I should keep my eyes focused on God. I should be excited. I would like to be excited, or that excited to just see God working in my life, or just see God's presence in my life and just go to Him. Not be distracted by something that I want, because I'm pretty sure she wanted to just pull up and stand on the chair because that's a new skill she had learned and she's enjoying doing that. But after I said something, or, like just thinking, like you could see the wheels turning in her head. She really decided that, okay, I've set my mind, I'm going to say hi to Miss Roomby. So I'm going to go say hi to Miss Roomby. And she made it all the way. And, she got to enjoy being in my arms because I like cuddling the babies. Yeah, and we should really be like that too with our relationship with God, just being determined to be in His presence, because that's where our reward is, in His presence, and not be tempted to get distracted by the things going on in the world around us. And at the end of the day, we don't have to do a lot of crawling because God is always here with us. He wants to make our bodies His dwelling place, His temple. And all we have to do is to open the door that He is knocking on. And so I find it precious that God was trying to teach me that lesson in that moment. It's developing as, life goes on, as different situations arise, and really realizing the full impact of what happened that day. Second story I want to share is very short. This is a 4-year-old I was in the classroom with, and I was, again, crouched down because we have kid-friendly sized furniture. I was crouched down during lunchtime helping another friend because they had asked me to help them. And so I was there kneeling, helping them, when I hear from like midway in the room, someone say, "I need to go to the bathroom." I hear this and I say, we'll call him John. And I say, "John, you can go ahead. You don't need to, ask or let us know. You can just go ahead and use the bathroom." Next thing I know, little John is right behind me and he's like, "Miss Ruby, how is it you know my voice? You knew it was me when I was over there and I was behind you and we weren't even looking. And I had to smile in my mask, and I was just like, well, it's because I know your voice. We've talked and I know your voice. And that was also another lesson from God where, as I was thinking about it, it's like, do I know God's voice? We like to ask that question a lot. But another question to ask yourself is, does God know my voice? And it's made me think of the situations where I was just thinking something like, Lord, it'll be nice if, or Lord, I don't want, this, or just whatever thought. And next thing I know, a few days later, that same thing is happening. And I'm just like, wait, I didn't even pray about it yet. But God just read my mind and he's like, I will grant this to you. It just makes me think, does God know your voice? Are you speaking to him daily? And even when things are hard, especially when things are hard, are you drawing from the living fountain where you'll get replenished daily? Yeah, I know it can be tough, but God has been teaching me through these kids just to really rely on him, completely trust in him. Just hold on to those promises no matter what's going on. And even if what's happening around you is contradicting the word, choose to believe the word of God and believe the word of God alone. In Psalms, it says that he spoke and it came to pass. He spoke and it was done. It was finished, not completed, not he spoke and it started. He spoke and it was done. It was finished. And we get to rest in knowing that God has finished what he has said he will finish. So I hope that you were blessed by that. Make sure to share with anyone who needs to hear this. Again, I hope you're doing well. All right, God bless. Take care. Bye.